As kids, we're taught to measure success as milestones, so getting good grades, being first in class, and what you can accomplish. It makes us think that success is easy to measure. I used to think that success is easy to measure, but then I realized that success isn't the number in your bank account or the amount of deals that you get, but I quickly realized that success isn't a number. It's the fire. It's the passion that you have for the thing that you're trying and striving to achieve. When I first fell in love with entrepreneurship, it was me selling 20 naira like thread bracelets at school with my friends and then with my seniors. So it wasn't a billion-dollar idea or reinventing the wheel in any sort of way. It was just the little things that I love to create, that I was giving and selling to my friends, that made me love entrepreneurship. It made me love creating things that other people would love. And that made me realize that entrepreneurship isn't about creating something that people have never seen before or about creating the impossible. It's about creating things that people love and cherish and taking what already exists but refining it to fit a new target demographic. That realization changed everything. I didn't invent social media, but I exist on it. So much so that I have created a business that I love by existing and by loving the ecosystem that someone else created. That passion became a seed that fueled my love for helping creators. And along the way of fueling that passion of helping creators and helping creators become better, here are some of the lessons that I have learned that have shaped the journey very well. Number one, failure is not the end, it's the beginning. Obviously, I have tried to run a social media agency before and that failed woefully. I wouldn't say it failed, it just didn't work out because at the end of the day, the structure that I chose wasn't something that works best for my kind of personality. And yes, I love social media, but it wasn't exactly the way I would in present day try to run a social media agency. But then I realized and I let it go because at the end of the day, I wasn't a failure because I decided to shut it down. It was just the fact that it wasn't a good fit for me. And it reminds me of the saying that in business, you don't have to get it right, you just have to get it going. So every failure has been a momentum into the right direction. Finally figuring out what I truly like and truly love in this vast space of social media. Number two, success begins with passion and it takes time. For years, I thought money defined success. Now I know success is waking up hungry and making up with the passion to do something that you love, even though no one else sees it. Sometimes you're working so hard for something that people would otherwise think you're actually like rather crazy for doing. But that passion is what fuels you, is what keeps you going in times when you don't actually even see the results that you're striving for. Quick success builds ego, long journeys build character. Like, you have to be so passionate about what you love. Like, sometimes I wake up and I just think about what I'm building and I'm so giddy. I'm like laughing and giggling to myself because of how happy I am for this idea that no one has seen, but I'm passionate about it because I know that it's going to work. I'm going to make it work. Number three, timing will test you. Not everything will go according to your timeline. You actually have to learn to throw the timeline out the window sometimes, because not everything will go according to your timeline and not everything will work according to the way that you want it to be. But once you learn that and not force the timeline to be exactly what you want it to be, you then give yourself the grace to grow according to the pace that is predetermined, predestined, if I should say so. And then you'll be surprised that the gold mine that you would strike just believing and going with the journey. Number four, done beats perfect. As someone who is a perfectionist, who always wants it to be perfect every single time, this is something that's very hard, but you have to learn to just get it done as opposed to trying to make it perfect. And this is something that I have learned with YouTube. Get it done. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. You learn every iteration, every go around. Perfection is the silent killer of dreams. So you have to learn that not everything will be flawless the first time around. If you wait until everything is flawless, nothing would exist. Number five, listen first, build second. You have to listen to the audience. You have to do market research. Market research isn't just surveys and data, it's listening to the audience, listening to what the people want, listening to what does not exist for the demographic that you're reaching out to, listening to the pain points of the people that you believe are your target demographic, and reiterating that I've heard the same complaints from African creators over and over again, hear the same complaints from creators around the world, and taking that into consideration, that's how I decided to build my agency. That's how I decided to build what I am building, because I've heard the complaints and I know what the people are looking for. So listening to the audience helps you reiterate your strategy to fit perfectly your target demographic, because you might have an idea, but until you listen to the people, do the market research, you won't be able to get what they exactly need. 6, obsession is the difference. Passion is good, but obsession is what makes the difference. You have to be obsessed with what you want to build. Obsession is what would fuel your midnight working streaks, the days that no one believes in you, the days of multiple rejections. That obsession is what's going to keep you going. It's the reading the books, listening to podcasts, listening to people like Steve Madden and people in different industries from you to understand the journeys that they have taken and the struggles that they faced in building what they have, so that you can learn and understand the landscape that is business. Your obsession sharpens your resilience. And number 7, which is the most important, bet on yourself like it's a jackpot. I heard Reese Witherspoon once say, bet on yourself like you're your own lottery ticket, and that couldn't be any more true. That line is life-changing. Bet on yourself like you're the lottery ticket, because you are. You're the one that can change your life. You're the one that could change your situation. You're the one that could shape the future that you want, because at the end of the day, it's you that's living the life. So you have to bet on yourself and make sure that you're striving to accomplish your dreams, even if it's just 1% every single day, trying to get better and move ahead in this journey. Just outdo the old version of yourself, even if it's 1% every single day. Being a founder isn't about never having doubts, never having struggles, never having any problems. It's about showing up every single day and striving to be the best version of yourselves that you could be. So yes, go out there, embrace it, believe in yourself, and you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to any day. Anyways, like, subscribe, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and have a great day, have a great life. Until next time, live beautifully.